we have an intro?
We never have a fucking intro.
I got an intro. Hey, everybody. So, games, coins, bonus round. And then Brad play the music after I say that. Cool. They probably won't make it in though, yeah.
I don't know. It's better than anything we've had before. It's just like, hey, we were talking for 5 minutes before we actually had an intro.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so I'm Bunny, and...
I'm Alex.
You?
DevWag95.
What's your actual fucking name?
Yours isn't Bunny.
That's what everyone goddamn calls me.
I call you Cheyenne.
Do
Yeah,
you?
I call you Cheyenne.
Right, really?
It's like,
Well, I mean, it's like
it's just because we got deep cuts.
Deep cuts.
Yeah. Go back. Go back.
I'm Brennan.
Alright, and this is Bonus Round. It's the video game podcast for the 1747 production team on YouTube. And you haven't been here for a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. I'm usually on the movie podcast. That's how my
He's
schedule
literally on,
turns out.
usually on every other one. Any other one but this one, I think, right?
No, I was on the last two consistent movie ones.
I think you're on the comic books one. Too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was. I just sat and listened to Chris while he
Talk about X-Men?
Yeah, we talked about X-Men.
That's how
what
the conversation devolves into X-Men?
Alright, so there's a lot that's gone on in the first, 2 weeks of November.
There's a lot going on in my personal life with video games.
There was fucking nothing that happened in October. But in November...
Not true, not
My
true.
birthday happened.
Well,
That's
video
a good
game
game.
related. There was nothing that happened in October.
Battlefield 1? Or was that?
Yeah, that was October.
That was the very tail end, yeah.
That was very tail end.
Battlefield 1. Battlefield 1, which is one of the games that I actually got, so that one is very relevant to my life. And I'm very disappointed that no other friend of mine has gotten Battlefield 1. So I've been playing it solo.
You're still really good at it, though.
Yeah, no, it's still a really fun game.
It is really fun.
But fuck, I would like a whole squad just to
have a squad.
Yeah,
Christmas
the closest we had to that is
Battlefield.
There you go. Yeah, you buy it for everybody.
There we go.
As a Christmas gift.
Christmas gift, yeah.
You can find a bundle. Go on Steam, get a 4-pack, and then no one can play with you still because
no one has a computer.
Yeah.
Your PC works now.
Yeah, it does. My computer works. So good, such a good.
All right, so in the first 2 weeks of November, so much has happened, and it's kind of insane.
Yeah, it actually kind of stressed me out for a little bit.
Yeah, money. You started thinking, how am I going to spend money?
Because I realized
yeah.
Fucking Dishonored 2 came out on the 11th.
Yep.
Which was completely under the radar. But I got that. I didn't realize Watch Dogs 2 came out, tomorrow.
Tomorrow, in that it's yesterday if you're watching this on Wednesday.
Or yesterday.
Well, that doesn't matter. It came out on the date it came out. Just Google it.
The 15th. So,
yeah,
I want that too.
Yeah.
And I know you're gonna get that one.
I'm definitely getting.
But I also need to get that one because that's a co-op game. As well.
I'm something about the story is compelling me. It's not even the gameplay because I don't really care because I don't think they've said they've added a bunch of stuff from the first one, but I don't think it's gonna be groundbreaking. I guess because the first
it's
one
gonna
is
you can tap square on a bunch more shit.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, that's all the hacking is you tapping square on different shit. So I'm not too crazy excited for that.
But I like that you can hack a camera that hacks a drone that hacks a
crane that hacks a car that hacks a building.
And
you're
fucking 3 miles away from the city from your starting point.
And it's doing the Dishonored type thing where you kind of get through the game in 3 different ways, full chaos, medium, or full peace where you don't kill anybody. And you're not even seen. That's cool. I think it's gonna be a good game. It looks better.
So
plus a black protagonist. Black Lives Matter.
All Trump lives matter.
Careful.
Yeah, I'm a black guy for Trump.
Careful.
No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Hey, like it or not, he's our president elect.
So in the first,
I mean, yeah, we don't need to talk political or anything, but it's a fact. He's the president, like it or not.
Some of the biggest things that are happening in the gaming world right now that a lot of people are talking about is that we've got new consoles that have just come out. We've got the Xbox One S, which is Xbox updated Xbox, and it's what?
Did that come out a few months ago?
No, it came out a few weeks ago.
So what exactly is the difference between the Xbox?
It's smaller.
The Xbox, the Xbox is
literally S stands for smaller.
It's marginally smaller. It has
do anything else.
4K graphics, which is awesome.
Which if you don't have 4K TV, you can't use.
Yeah, you can.
No.
Yeah,
it's downgraded. It's always downgraded. That's how it works.
It still updates the graphics on your thing,
but it's
downgraded,
not as well.
So
it's not 4K. So what's the point?
It's it still enhances the picture. But it comes with 2 terabytes of memory.
That's dope.
That's really, really cool. And the price points don't change based on that point.
I feel like
you can get 2 terabyte, 1 terabyte, or 500 gigabytes.
That has to be the way consoles go from now on. 500 gigabytes isn't going to cut
No.
Yeah. It's got to, it has to be standard 2 terabytes.
PlayStation 4 has the right idea where it was from the beginning, we give you 500 gigabytes, and if you don't like it, we replace your hard drive.
Yeah.
That's cool. But, because the fact that digital is becoming such a thing,
Yeah.
I have to constantly keep deleting games.
Also, your normal average everyday game is 30 gigs now.
Mm-hmm. So that's what I'm saying.
30 to 50.
Yeah, I have an Xbox One. I've already had to,
you have an Xbox One?
I have an Xbox One, a PlayStation of every generation, and then a computer. Yeah.
That's awesome. I sold my Xbox One for a PS4.
But yeah, I've got the Xbox One. I probably won't end up getting the Xbox One S. It is cheaper. It's $299.
That ain't bad.
Yeah, that's not bad for all the stuff you can get with it. PlayStation just launched their PlayStation Pro on November 10th, which was a really big deal for them because it was essentially their answer to Microsoft's Xbox One S. And they have also 1 terabyte. They have 5,400 RPM, which is awesome. The processor's going to be insane. Again, with the 4K.
I heard people are already having problems with it.
Really?
PS4 Pro is having huge problems.
There's
Skyrim runs bad on it.
Yeah.
Dishonored 2 runs bad on it. It breaks games. It causes
You just listed 2 Bethesda games, which are known for breaking down.
Yeah, but I mean, it's an issue. Are you sure that came out November 10th? I feel like that's been out for.
No, it came out November 10th. It was a really big deal. They had a release party in November.
There's no way that came out 4 days ago.
Yeah, no. November 10th. And it is $399, so it's a little more expensive than the Xbox One S. But it is cheaper and easier to take apart if you need to. If for whatever reason you need more hard drive than 1 terabyte, it's so much easier. There's hundreds of the videos online already about taking it apart and putting it back together, and it's just 2 steps.
Oh, Jesus.
What?
No.
But that's one of the things that is kind of going insane in the gaming world right now because everyone's like, oh, it's a new console, but it's not. How is it different? Should I go out and spend the money on it?
I haven't even been hearing much talk on the new consoles where everything is happening for VR. I keep seeing games come out for VR and stuff that I want to try. I checked out that video fucking last night. You should check it out too. Squanch Tendo, which is a new gaming company. Do you know about that? Mm-hmm. They fucking released their game.
Sorry.
And it's called The Accountant, and it's
made by the creator of Rick and Morty.
Yeah. It's a VR game, and so far it looks fucking hilarious. And
I've seen 2 or 3 different playthroughs on it. It's actually really funny.
I fucking love the part where it just pops you in the forest, and the
dude's like, "What the
fuck out of here! Yeah. This is my tree place. This is mine. You get the fuck out. Fuck you. Get out of my trees. This is my trees."
The judge at the end is Lemon Grab, and that drives me crazy.
What, from Adventure Time?
Yeah, he's Lemon Grab.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because the creator of Rick and Morty does the voices for Lemon Grab, and yeah, and some of the other voices that you hear in there.
I always fucking hated his voice, man. His fucking voice just pierces your ears.
You're supposed to hate the fuck out of that.
Just oh god, he's so stressed and straining so hard.
So, also, you just talked about it, Bethesda. Bethesda's been very busy in the last few weeks because they released their Skyrim Special Edition, which they don't care for it. I actually bought it.
You bought it. I can't believe that. You're buying it as a big old slice of memberberry pie.
And that actually, it sold so many copies.
All I can say,
why.
All I can say, they better take that money and make a new fucking IP with it. I'm so tired of the same shit.
Yeah, and then they released Dishonored 2.
Now that one I got.
Or sequel.
I bought Dishonored 2. Dishonored 2 is fan-fucking-tastic.
It's pretty good.
I feel like they took everything that was good about Dishonored and vamped it up.
Doubled it, if you will.
But also, you can play it like normal Dishonored, essentially. If you can't, granted, it still has those 2 Dishonored 2 touches, kind of like the fucking kill cam of it. Oh, that shit gets brutal sometimes. With, like, grabbing a guy's leg, chopping it off, slicing his head.
It's a bit much, but it's good.
It's a little bit much, but yeah. And it's funny, too, because then you can grab the head and use it.
You can throw it directly at guards. You're like, oh! And then you stab and cut their head off.
I had a guy charging at me, and I just launched a head at him. He's like, oh, the fuck!
Yeah.
I just cut him.
This one's new, too, because you can continue on as Corvo, or you can continue on as his daughter, Emily.
Exactly. And that's the cool thing, because those are two completely different game styles. Corvo still has, like, his old original set from Dishonored 1 with... Yeah, with, like, the Conjure Rat Swarm, Possession, stuff like that.
The Rat King!
Yeah. I've been using it anytime there's, like, more than one enemy. I'm just, Rat Swarm. Oh, they killed him? Rat Swarm. Rat Swarm. Oh, they found me. Possess one. Get out.
Once you got, like, the second tier of Blink in the first game was so easy. Cause all you could do,
the
like,
further reach.
yeah.
But then, yeah, there's fucking Emily's abilities, which is a whole new fucking set. Like, her Blink is a grab thing, which is so much better than Corvo's Blink. Because Corvo, if you upgrade his shit all the way, he freezes time when he's aiming, and that's about as good as it gets. Emily can freeze time in free fall, so you, like, jump to get that extra distance, and then you reach. Her reach is already, like, max distance. And, like, say you're sneaking about and, like, oh, fuck, there's a rune on the wall. Corvo would have to, like, kill the people around it or get around them somehow, get to the actual rune, pick it up. Emily can just fucking like Spider-Man.
I think Dishonored 2 is a great game for women because it shows how much better it is. It's way better to be a woman.
It's way better.
It's so much better to be a woman.
And also,
like,
they fucking like combined all those powers too. Because everything you need to know about the game is in a 25 hint thing in the loading game, in the loading screen, and you can just cycle through. But like you can, one of her abilities is you can fucking conjure a doppelganger, and you can also like chain people together. So if I chain you two together and I kill Alex, you're gonna drop too. You can chain your doppelganger to enemies, kill your own doppelganger, and then make enemies drop that way.
That's awesome. Yeah. This game, it kind of revolutionized everything that Dishonored did. Because Dishonored was a great game. It was.
That's why I think it's a perfect sequel. It's like, alright, here's what we did. And here's what we did. And they focused mostly on the fucking gameplay of it. They made the gameplay better. Because the story... Clean. The story's just dog shit still.
I dropped out of the first game, honestly, for a little... I got back into it, but I dropped out of the first game because of the story. I just got to a point where I just don't care about this anymore. The game was really fun,
When I came back into it, though, I played it more for the gameplay, and that's fine. Because the story essentially is the old Empress's sister, unknown sister, who has dark magical powers, came in, she's like, this is mine now. And now Corvo and Emily are cast out and framed and shit, and they have to, like... You know, go around the city of Dunwall in this district of Kanaka. You're running through the streets of Kanaka, and
yeah, in the first one, actually, I went to the first one I want to say a week ago. I went just kind of like really quick through it, just so I had like it fresh in my mind, and there's so many hints about Dishonored 2 sitting in Dishonored 1, and it's amazing. It's perfect because like there's scenes where Emily talks, where you walk up to her, she's like 8 or 9.
Yeah,
you walk up to her
because Dishonored 2 takes place 15 years later.
And you walk up to her and she tells you she has bad dreams, and that someone comes to her every night in her dreams and tells her that she's gonna be this big powerful person, but she's terrified of him because he's dark and spooky and scary, and it's the outsider. It's the outsider, and she
which is funny because he could be full of bullshit because you can just play as Corvo, so Emily's frozen the entire time.
Yeah.
And does absolutely nothing.
But if you
you can make either Emily or Corvo be the princess in danger.
Peach.
And it's funny because if you talk to
not Paper Mario Peach, where she gets out and does shit while she's captured. Because, a computer wants to see her shower and shit. But...
yeah, but if you talk to her, she gives you a rune that she's been keeping it under her pillow, and it gives her nightmares. And it's really cool. And so you hear all these different stories about how, she's been in contact with the outsider, but she's too afraid of him. And it ties into the second game really, really nicely. And it's funny because the end of it, it's like, you already, if you go back and listen to the story, you kind of know the ending of Dishonored 2. It's like, obviously she gets the throne back because the outsider tells you she does. In the first game, that she's gonna come into contact with very scary things, but eventually Corvo's gonna die. And she'll still be Empress at the time when he dies.
Well, because also during those 15 years between Dishonored 1 and 2, Corvo's just been like Batman training the shit out of Emily. So that's why she's a badass. And then like the situation breaks down, and either Corvo or Emily, depending on who you choose, visits the outsider, and he's like, I've seen you. It's been so long, but here's your powers back. Because first thing Delilah does, by the way, is take away Corvo's powers. And like, if you play as Corvo, the first thing you do is like, just get him back. You just wake up in the realm. And he's like, here you go. Now go.
Wow.
Or Emily, it's like, your father came here 15 years ago. Here you go.
It's funny, actually. In the first one, I played through the entire game. No one expressly states that Corvo is Emily's father. No one expressly states that, because it's always.
I think people want. I think those developers like it's a good way to separate those two characters. Like not make it so reliant on. Like, she's only doing this because of her dad, or he's only doing this because of her daughter.
And you only really get, like...
Well, he's also the royal protector, so it's like his daughter and his job. And I feel like Corvo is not actually Emily's father. There's been, like, kind of...
I think he's...
They've been kind of ambiguous with it,
like
I think.
Her biological father, but not, like, their father?
Yeah.
No, I think he's their father, but not her biological father. Like, he didn't sire her... But he did essentially take her under his wing.
And that's why he was the bodyguard, because it was like
the Empress had a
secret love, right?
The Empress had an affair with him.
Yeah, that's what
well, who couldn't?
That's why he was like super like, fuck, she's dead. I can't believe she fucking died.
The Empress had an affair with him.
Well, because also he was a royal protector, so it's like a personal and business thing with him then.
Yeah.
It's like Jaime Lannister and his sister. But not a sisterly thing.
But yeah, the only confirmation of it in the game is if you search Emily's room while she's at the bar that they're kind of hiding out at. If you search her room, you can find a picture and it's a drawing of Corvo. It says "Daddy" at the top, and that's the only like confirmation of it at all in the entire game. So everyone kind of insinuates it, but it's never really there and expressly stated.
Dishonored 2 also is really not afraid to give characterization to the characters, because they all talk the entire time too. Like Corvo has a voice.
Games
Emily
need
has a
to
voice.
be like that. I think game companies need to make sure that.
Yeah, that was honestly just a weird phase that went through video games of like silent protagonist. And that after like honestly, Bioshock Infinite came out, that kind of started fading away.
I don't like it because like. I don't know what the fuck I would say in this situation. Don't make me the character. I'm not the character.
I much prefer someone just going like looking at a sign going.
It really made no sense to me in Call of Duty, like when you're Soap McTavish and everyone's talking to you like, "Hey, what's up, Soap?" And you don't say shit. Like,
except for in Modern Warfare 2, where
I'm talking the first one.
Yeah, the first one. That and fucking Halo ODST, where literally like I think Buck says like, "Strong but silent type. We need more of that."
No.
And like the rest of the game is. There's literally a cutscene where like he gets a transmission in his head. He's like, "Hello, can anyone hear me? This is emergency 1143 whatever like code," and he's just like, it's like,
say something.
Fuck,
help them.
That was.
But no, your goal was to go to that. Like you got the coordinates or something, and then you go to that emergency transport. But.
That was such a point of controversy, especially when Fallout 4 came out, because it gave the protagonist voices. A lot of people actually stated that they didn't like it because they felt like they had these voices in their heads for what characters would sound like.
I get it with Fallout. I do get it with Fallout. Because also the dialogue options are severely limited. You only get 4 ever, and usually one of them is quit.
That's why there's actually a mod.
Fallout 3,
there's a mod that actually will tell you what your character's going to say, so you don't say something stupid. Like.
I loved that though in Mass Effect and stuff because it was better in Mass Effect. It'd be like, "Do you want to go to this planet?" It's like, "Yes, I want to go to this planet." It's like, "Nigga, fucking of course I want to fucking go to that motherfucking planet." It's like, that's not at all what I wanted to say.
That's like same thing in fucking like LA Noire. It's like press square to doubt. You're Hitler. You are Hitler.
I fucking loved LA Noire shit like that.
And then the lady's just like, where's your proof that I'm Hitler? And then he's like, sorry, gotta shake the tree, see what falls.
My all-time favorite memory of that game is you calling on the police box, and it's like, Cole Phelps, badge 345, whatever.
I'll put you right away.
And Brennan just goes, Damn it, Phelps. You fell in love with the phone lady.
You really screwed up again.
They need to remaster that game so bad and put it on.
Right, because that was one of those games that like
I think make another one. It's Rockstar. They should make a sequel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think especially with all the hype they've got.
I'm not a
for
fan of
Red Dead,
remasters.
like they could do it under the nail.
I don't like remasters.
Yeah.
Make new games.
I'm okay with it in some cases, like how The Last of Us was remastered and they just sold it with the PS4.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fucking dope.
Bundles are fun.
Cool.
Don't
Yeah,
make us
but,
pay. Like just
fucking.
It's weird.
They fucking remastered the Arkham Knight series.
Like,
and it's like
few months
that's
after
the
it
most
came out,
recent one.
Yeah.
They've also done it with Assassin's Creed, although I think they're calling the Ezio trilogy. Although I think they're calling it the
the Ezio collection.
They're fucking calling it the enhanced version.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's essentially it fixes some of the graphics and lightings.
Oh,
That's
Ubisoft might be getting sued by French money people.
Really?
Like 5 executives from Ubisoft sold their stock right before their stock crashed because they pushed the dates back for Watch Dogs 1 and The Crew. Those got pushed back. So right before they announced that was going to get pushed back, those 5 executives sold all their stock. And, like, that's not allowed.
No, it's very
against
illegal.
trade agreements. So they're getting investigated. But they're trying to countersuit saying, no, we didn't.
That's
Of course you fucking did.
Yeah.
No.
Sorry, I was off.
Yeah, no, I was gonna drive that point home real quick.
Yeah,
I think that's PS4's version of like what you know how the Xbox is just re-releasing all the 360 games and you can just get it. That's what PS4 is doing. They're taking the extra step and fucking like going in, touching up the graphics, and then they're reselling all that shit. And then people like you are buying into the member berries.
I wouldn't mind if it was.
It's not just me, like Chris said he would do.
People like you and Chris.
I would not mind.
Me and Alex don't buy into the member berries. We get the 2 at the end, the more advanced, the new version. We don't buy the member berries.
I wouldn't mind remasters if they weren't full price.
Yeah.
That's my problem. Is that you're paying full price for a game you've already played, you've already experienced, and all they're doing is adding a little bit better graphics. That's
Dishonored was actually remastered. It's the definitive edition, and they remastered it slightly, and it came with all the DLC. That was $20.
That's the last point.
That's better. That's fine. I would buy that.
I would buy that.
Here's the thing, though. I want to say this too because I thought of this. The way I know Dishonored 2 is an excellent fucking sequel because of the way the gameplay is and everything, especially those fucking kill animations.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I can play Dishonored 1 again. Just because, like, that's so basic of the, you either choke them out or stab them in the shoulder.
Yeah.
It's still one animation, like, I don't know. That's how I know it's a fucking great sequel, because they upped the gameplay to the point where I don't want to go back to the original because this is better. That's why, like, Assassin's Creed 2 was fucking great. Dude. Because you play Assassin's Creed 1, you're like, why the fuck would I play this? 2 is just better.
Although, like,
2 was bulky as shit.
I would say 2 is a better gameplay game. I kind of wish they would remake. I'd buy that. I'd probably pay full price for that. I'd be honest. I'd buy Assassin's Creed 1 if they used all the learned knowledge that they have from the other ones and remade it. Like a full remake. That's like a full remake, though. You know what I mean? Like they changed the engine.
Like
they changed
Assassin's Creed Syndicate
mechanics.
One again.
Because I fucking love the medieval era. That running around those buildings was the best. That was I think that was one of the best ones. And then the next one.
I had a completely different experience because I hopped on 2 first. And so when I went back to 1, it was like, it was cool that it was medieval, but it was like, it's just the same fucking building every single time.
The structure for moving was way better. It was way better than the Renaissance stuff. Because Renaissance was all about art. This was more about literally like people living, so everything was more blocky. You could jump better. You could see the areas a lot better. I liked that part of it, but gameplay-wise, it was dog shit. You just couldn't.
Yeah, especially because it's like, use crowds to blend in. Do this to blend in. Do this to blend in. And as you're blending in, you just get the fucking leopards that push you.
Yeah.
And then what did Assassin's Creed have? 2 had the loot players. Was that 2 or 3?
Yeah, 2. No, 2 had the loot players and the beggars.
Yeah, I like the loot players. Because you'd be walking around there like, da, 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 then you push them like, oh, fuck you, guy, and then they run away.
I wrote that for you.
Oh, no.
So, speaking of Ubisoft as well, Watch Dogs comes out tomorrow, or yesterday if you're talking about it. Are you guys buying it?
Yeah.
I'm
not right
going
away,
to
probably
not
right
Friday,
away,
but
did you play the beta?
I'm getting that Friday.
The beta?
Mm-hmm.
No, I didn't know there was a beta.
I don't pay attention to betas. The only beta I'm excited for.
It was really, really fun just to kind of fuck around with their new system, because they have a new chaos system, so like everything is like ragdoll physics, and it's great.
I love ragdoll.
It's awesome. Ubisoft's kind of doing the cleanup detail for, what happened with Watch _Dogs 2 or 1, and kind of dealing with all that. Final Fantasy comes out on November 29th. Final Fantasy 15.
See, that one I don't give two shits about.
The person who does isn't here.
Yeah.
So
I've never played Final Fantasy.
That game's gonna be fucking great. That game's going to be a great story.
I fucking played a Final Fantasy.
Dude,
to
get the whole story,
Mm-hmm.
the whole story of that game, you need to watch 3 things.
Really?
There's a movie that goes along with it about his father that's not in the game.
Yeah.
Then there's, I think, an anime that goes with it that's about his friends before they join up with him.
Okay.
Who?
The main character's dad. Because he's a prince. The main character's the prince of a nation, and he's trying to help his dad.
Damn. Fuck that. Yeah, no,
It's gonna be pretty good, dude. And
I think when I became aware of Final Fantasy, it was around 10. So I was like, well, no, there's a giant 10 on there.
But see, the thing about them, though, is they're all separate.
Yeah.
They're all self-contained stories.
But I've also seen the gameplay, and
they're all different gameplays, too.
Mm-hmm.
That is a franchise that
13
always makes new things. It's always doing something new, and that is why I like Final Fantasy. They don't do the same thing.
So you will be buying it on November 29th.
Probably not. Probably have to wait for it. But I'm gonna get it.
All right. So
you can buy his car.
Really?
Audi made a car. You can buy it.
Wow.
Yeah, you can buy the guy's car.
You can.
It's probably crazy expensive.
Probably.
It's like a boat. So.
No, at this point, I want. The 3 on my list are fucking Watch Dogs 2, Titanfall 2, and the Fractured Butthole.
Dude, Titanfall 2 is so accessible.
Yeah, that's.
You can get that for $30 at Walmart.
About that later, actually.
I'm more excited for the Fractured Butthole. That is the top of the creme de la creme. I cannot fucking wait. I've been enjoying South Park so much.
I don't think I'm gonna get it.
Have any of you? Well, yeah, don't get it because that's like a 1 playthrough game. It's gonna be once you see all the jokes. But
if it's like for sale, I'll probably get it.
The Game Informer's front cover, they have a whole like 30-page article on it, on talking about like the development of it, when it's gonna come out, and
December 6th.
when it's gonna come out, what the storyline's gonna be, and it's
Civil War.
It's front and back. It's just really cool. It talks about all the characters in it. They've got interviews with Matt and Trey, and it's gonna be really, really awesome.
I just love whenever they go. They always hit gold. They've gone out of their realm so much. Like they started with a cardboard cutout TV show. They try a fucking movie with puppets, it was gold. They go on Broadway, it was gold. They make a game, it was fucking gold.
That's because that's when they make something, they don't like just make it because they want money. They make it until they like it. Like they make stuff they like. They're very passionate guys, and that's why it comes through in all the stuff they make.
Yeah, it's good. These small bits. This week, Overwatch is releasing their newest character, Sombra, with all of her abilities. Yeah,
she looks like the stupidest character. I don't know why anybody was excited.
I haven't looked at. I only watched short.
She looks like a boring support character. I don't.
What is she actually?
She's a what's the tier?
Like dirty Mexican.
What's the tier that Tracer's in?
Attack.
That one. She's in that one. She can go invisible. She's got an ability called Hack, which can break all other characters' abilities, so that they don't work. So like Reinhardt's shield won't work if you use it on him.
That's fucking cool.
Yeah, she can stop a power, like your ultimate, in the middle of it, so that it'll stop working. So it's a really good counter for Reaper's Death Blossom. She can stop D.Va's defense mech.
I just don't like her
really,
look.
really cool.
I don't know, like all the other Overwatch characters I thought were cool, but not even that. I just don't like her. I
thought she was gonna be like a Day of the Dead looking bitch.
I wish she was something
like she's gonna have like that whole like Mexican skeleton face.
Mm-hmm.
She got like a robot nails. Her hand is a whole hand.
Her hands are cybernetic. Yeah. She has an SMG. That's her gun. She has 200. She has 200 health, so she's pretty middle of the road.
Mm-hmm.
She's got kind of like a similar thing that Tracer does, where she can kind of rewind time. But
I think she can go back to a spot.
Yeah.
She can teleport us right back to a spot.
Yeah.
What's her ult?
Her ult? Oh, I think it is Hack.
Oh, okay.
But Overwatch is also
boop.
Overwatch is also releasing a patch that makes it so in quick play only one character can be chosen, so that no more Torbjorn, like full team Torbjorns, no more full team McCrees.
They've fixed the game. The game is perfect now.
They're putting out a patch later, this week or next week, and they're gonna be. It changes up quick play.
You can't 6-man Hansa anymore.
Nope.
I'm playing Overwatch again.
Yeah, you can only pick one character, and once that character's done, it's done. You can't do it anymore on quick play. So it's gonna be that's it. And everyone was really excited. Yeah.
I'm so.
That would put me back into Overwatch.
Yeah, that's what put me out of it because everyone fucking sucks at it. No one's built strategy and
do better.
Yeah.
We are the only 3 good players ever.
And then.
Not even Chris, because he sticks to Genji.
Chris
sucks. I'm calling you out, Chris.
He does suck. He only plays Genji. I'm sorry.
You can't main one character in Overwatch.
Doesn't work like that.
It's a Rochambeau type situation.
Well, they also, IGN actually did an interview with the creator of it, and they said that they're going to release more PvE stuff as well, so that it'll be a little more exciting for people. So now there'll be quick play, competitive, and PvE, so there's going to be more, like, raid stuff, which was, like,
shit about PvE, though.
There are a lot of people who do. No, Blizzard's very good at it, so they might as well.
I just don't get it with that game.
I think I played, like, 3 rounds of that new Halloween game mode, and I fell out.
It was too hard. It was so hard.
It was crazy hard.
Yeah,
from medium to hard is.
Yeah, we did easy. It was terrible because it was still so hard. I don't think I beat that once.
And the fact that you couldn't pick fucking anybody but those 4.
There was
that really killed me on it.
McCree, Ana, who's the worst healer on the planet.
It made sense for the other game types they created, where it was like stuck to a certain character because it was like very catered to that character that you were being, but like in this one you could have been anybody and it still would have done the fucking job. Like
it's nice. Actually a few weeks ago they did a brawl, which are the like very specific character kind of ones as well, and it was called Air Superiority. You could only be Pharah or Mercy. So you could, but your cooldown times were cut in half, so you could constantly stay in the air.
They made Pharah's gonna get an update too. She can now pretty much do that in any game.
Which will make her way OP. But
I think so, because you can still hook her out of the sky and you can still set her to sleep.
That's true. Also, what happened recently was the update for Destiny for the Iron Banner, which I know a couple people have been playing
I rocked that in like a day.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I didn't. I can't get back into Destiny. I tried.
You shouldn't.
I tried.
I'm at another dead stop.
I got to fucking 380 in Destiny, and I was like, cool, I'm done. We won't have a raid.
I got to 393, and then I realized I'm never going to be strong enough to do anything because
you're literally 7 points away from the strongest you can, though.
Yeah, but I know as soon because of how I play, as soon as I get to 400, there's going to be an update that makes the fucking thing 410, or people are going to find a way to get 405.
It's like, you need to raid hard mode 6 times to get all the armor pieces, and that's the only way.
I just don't care.
Yeah.
I play it now to play with people because I like the gameplay sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't even like to play with people on it. Goddamn, I got Battlefield 1 and I was just done with Destiny from then on. I tried to get that fucking newest Iron Banner pulse rifle.
I did.
That's apparently super good, but
I got 12. I had 12 pulse rifles by the end of Iron Banner in a day.
It's like, fuck. Even if I get it, I don't give a damn.
You shouldn't. It doesn't make a difference. It didn't feel any different than any of the other 11 pulse rifles I got.
And something new that I kind of wanted to try for the new bonus round is because Game Informer especially there's a question of the month every month, so that would be nice to kind of steer conversations and steer comments in the right direction. And their question of the month this month is, what is the number one thing you want to see in Destiny 2?
Trading.
Oh my god, that's a great fucking one.
Trading has to happen. Trading would keep me in the fucking game all the time. If I could fucking get with Chris and be like, hey, give me the 11 pieces of fucking gear you have that will make me fucking 400 like you, I would play that game. Everybody would.
Yeah.
You also run into the classic situation, especially in vanilla Destiny days, where
plus you can make money doing that.
Three of us are playing. You keep getting Gallahorn. That's your 12th fucking Gallahorn you got, and we've been playing for a year and never fucking got it.
Yeah.
You should be and then you'd be like, oh, give me 100 strange coin, and I'll give you a Gallahorn.
Yeah.
I'll give you a Gallahorn that has not been at all touched. That's totally worth it, right? Like a 350 Gallahorn.
Mm-hmm. And that'd be really helpful for right now where I'm at, because I'm literally at 350 light, and I can't play with Chris, I can't play with Wyatt, I can't play with Dylan very well because everyone that they match up with on servers is way higher level than me. So
I wouldn't be too worried about that actually, because Destiny does not matchmake anything with skill. It's all connection based.
Really?
Everything's connection based. Everyone just plays the game like crazy, and that's why everyone's higher level.
Oh, gotcha.
But yeah, that's why I also dislike sometimes on Destiny, because you will get some real fucking bullshit because it's like, well, these guys all have a good connection, so that's better than anyone being skilled.
Yeah.
So here's a bunch of 340s versus 380s.
Yeah, so here's your team of 340s, and here's all the 400s.
Honestly, what I'm excited for Destiny 2 is I wasn't around really in the whole Destiny scene when the first one came out. I'm excited.
It was a mess. It's still a mess.
I'm just kind of excited to be a part of that community. It is a good community. Like the people there, like there's assholes in like any other community.
Everybody, I will say, is very willing to help and like.
Yeah, absolutely.
People want to group up and want to help and want to teach and want to.
Yeah, everyone there too is like a very big teammate, kind of like a very big team player. Like especially in things like Clash, like even if you don't have a mic, you're not talking to people. People will still come and help you. People will still come and protect you, and they'll thank you if they can. There's
still like.
I will say, I have gotten a message. I have gotten a message after a game in the Crucible. Guys in the message was like, delete the game, you're a piece of shit. And I was like, sorry, bro.
Did you kill him a lot?
I died. I was a bad round. It was a good round for me. It was back in the day, though. That was
my
like...
homie usually goes, like, vanilla. First place. But...
Yeah, I'm fucking king now.
But yeah, no, biggest thing I hate about the fucking community of Destiny is none of you guys know how to fucking play Supremacy.
Yeah, no one knows how to play Supremacy.
And I don't understand why, because that's kill confirmed.
It is confirmed.
It's a game type.
The screen pops up with numbers saying, come here and pick this fucking shit up. How do they not see it?
That's where you get points.
Yeah,
people just walk by shit all the time.
For a long time was the most popular type of multiplayer in Call of Duty. For a long time, it was the most popular one.
Flyable ships.
Ships.
Something to do with your ships.
Instead of just looking at it.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I want from Destiny.
Even if it's an interactive loading screen, like fucking bouncing your ship.
Even if that's just how you get from planet to planet, is like how in Mass Effect you just push the ship around the map. Let me move it. Let me do something with it. Let me feel like I'm going somewhere. Let me feel like I traveled.
Yeah, ship's like the only thing you get, but you don't fucking know.
It just doesn't matter. Yeah.
Would you change anything as far as like customization goes?
Yes.
Like what?
I would go more in depth with like how you can make your armor look. Of course, like
I would
like more weather or more polish.
They should Black Desert Online. They should go that deep with how you can affect your armor and stuff. Like move your shapes around, keep the same general shape, but make resize things. Make it like symmetrical if you want, or asymmetrical if you want.
I would say take shaders out and just like add a color wheel.
Yes.
Because like every fucking shader sucks. Just go like the Halo method of like, here's primary, secondary, third. What colors do you want?
And it's weird they didn't do that because it's Bungie. It's very fucking weird they didn't do that. It's very fucking weird the system they went with by making this game.
What about maybe toggling in and out of third person by your choice?
See, that is something I feel like they could update the game to right now, because there are moments in the game where you are in third person.
And then
moments where you're not.
Yeah.
It's like,
I think that's all fine.
There was
that's exactly like Halo, except for in social situation.
There's a mission in the game where you get like an aura on you, and it's not like an item, it's not a relic like you usually have. You're still using your gun, but you're popped in the third person, and when you aim down the sights, it just squints down. And it's the exact same feeling. Everything feels the exact same, but you're in third person. I was like, what the fuck? It's like when you played with a sword in vanilla, and you're like, why are there not swords in this game?
Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
I would say.
Is there anything you guys want to add?
Nintendo Switch. How are we not talking about that? We have to talk about that.
Okay.
It's amazing.
Yeah, the updated is it the SNES or the NES?
No, I'm talking about the new console, not the remake of the
one they're using with
the
like
Switch
Xbox
is going to be amazing.
The thing that's like a tablet with 6 controllers and 2.
Are you guys going to buy it?
I want to buy one.
Yeah.
I want to buy one really bad. I think it's going to be good. Because I've always liked Nintendo, but I've never been like drawn to any of their items. This is the first time in a while where I've been like, that's cool.
Yeah.
Because I think it's mobile gaming, and that I can respect to a certain extent. Because you don't have to bring it mobile, and it can be a powerful console, or it can be a home console for you. And that's, I think, very crucial.
I think for me, I just was not excited when I heard about it. Because again, it's the whole I lost faith in Nintendo a long time ago.
This made me really pick it up. This really did. I was like, this is... Because it's not motion controls. They told developers, we want you to focus on gameplays that involve a controller. Yeah. So it's got 10-point multi-touch on that screen. But they're like, do not make a touch game that is reliant on touching a screen. It's a button game. It's a console. Make sure you make games that are about these buttons. And that's what developers are doing, and that's what Nintendo wants. And I think Nintendo is keeping true to themselves while also trying to attain this new market, which is mobile gaming, which I fucking hate. I can't believe that's like the biggest thing now is mobile gaming market, and that's terrible. And I think that's why console games are so fucking shit, is because so many developers, like the good developers who want to make money, are like, I'm not talking about the companies. I'm talking about like the actual people, like those who learn the art, the people who learn the art and get jobs at Ubisoft. Those guys, they are going to fucking King or Pop and King because that's where the money is. So
it's also like super easy.
Yeah, it's also super fucking easy.
Why make a game like Dishonored where you're sneaking around, you have all these entrances and everything's like connected and shit when you can do like match 5 candies.
Yeah.
And they disappear and it refills with 5 different random candies.
Yeah, that's what I don't believe is that.
And if you can't match it, you lose.
So many bejewels already, and people are constantly ready to pick up the new match 3 game, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah. And I don't know. I think mobile gaming is just, especially with like what Pokemon Go did to everybody, which dropped off the face of the fucking planet.
Only a week.
Pokemon Go, like, it made everyone download that game. Everyone downloaded that game. And
but again,
that is something new.
Even when a new mobile game comes out, I will download it and play it for a week tops.
Yeah, same.
After a week, I am fucking
done. Pokemon Go
never go back.
was a different game. It wasn't like, that was a new idea. Like,
yeah, that was a brand new idea, and
it wasn't a fucking another tap the screen game.
Except on top of that, it was just a broken ass game.
Yeah, it was very broken. The aug reality didn't work.
It's better now, and they're updating it now with Generation 2 Pokemon. So now there's
more
300 Pokemon.
Yeah. Or something like that. And it's funny actually, because like I don't play it anymore. My mom still plays it.
Old people do play the fuck out of it.
They play it so much, and like I'll be, because I have to pick up my mom up every day from work because she just works near me, and she'll on the way home she'll whip her phone out, she'll play Pokemon Go on the way home every day. And it's like, when the fuck, what? When did you get into shit like Pokemon Go? And like Pokemon Go kind of revitalized, I think, a lot of people's hope for mobile gaming, but mobile gaming will always be like, yeah, it's easier, but it's always going to be, like, shit tier.
Have you guys seen the new Pokemon game? Sun and Moon?
Oh, the Sun and Moon one?
It looks fucking awesome.
It looks
great.
What looks awesome about it?
Well, the battles are, like, how they've been doing with the new DS Pokemon games, where it's, like, instead of, like, a frigid, or, what's it called? What's the word I'm looking for?
Like stationary?
Stationary. I don't know why I said frigid. Stationary sprite just going, like, and making, like, a noise.
Your Pokemon
now, like,
actually does.
They like move and like there's animations and they actually make the noises and like your character's in the back. It's like a cutscene when you're battling.
That's pretty fucking awesome.
And like
I can't believe that took this long to do.
And they've added more moves.
They had the technology. I don't know why they didn't.
The descriptions for some of the Pokemon are like way darker now. Like they're like really embracing that whole like Pokemon. It looks colorful and is happy, but these Pokemon sometimes have dark backgrounds. There's a Pokemon that travels forward as like a blade of energy, sort of, and it'll cut through anything, and it has like, there's reports of it killing people on its path, and it won't stop. And then there's like another Pokemon that's a stump in the ground, and it's made from the dead children, and it sounds like a high-pitched cry when it whines. And that's the description, but it looks like a little stump Pokemon that's like... And so like, it looks amazing. And there's this, and they've added what's called Z moves, which is a move that a Pokemon can do, but you need to have an item for your character and an item for the Pokemon and the move for the Pokemon. So it's like, but it's like a super move. It's like does crazy thing. And Splash, the attack that characteristically does nothing, now is like pretty good. So if you have the Z move for Splash, it ups your attack times 3.
So Magikarp's dope now.
Gyarados is dope. Magikarp still can only learn Splash, so you can't tackle once your attack's up, so it's still useless kind of, but it does something.
How do you level up a Magikarp?
You give him to the daycare trainer. Okay. Or you get the XP share, attach it to the Magikarp, and then whenever you battle, he'll get a portion of the experience, and then eventually he'll just level up.
That was always interesting to me. I don't know what the newest platforms for Pokemon are still gonna be, like the 3DS and the 2DS and stuff like that. It's
for like 5 years I wanted a DS just so I could play Pokemon.
I have the original DS Lite.
Yeah.
But
those are great.
Yeah, they are. But they don't support the newer games, unfortunately. Nope. But I liked the older consoles because it's easy. You can flip it and put it away and stuff like that. 3DS is very big. Also, like, I don't know if it happens to anyone else, but when they do the augmented reality without having, like, any sort of, or not, well, the aug reality would also, like, be the artificial 3D. It kind of fucks with your eyes too much.
I don't like it at all.
Turn it off.
Yeah, it fucks with my eyes too much. I think most people do.
I don't think anybody likes having the 3D.
And then I don't like the 2DS.
It's like the big screen.
It's a shitty complaint, but I don't like the 2DS because it doesn't fold.
It looks stupid. You shouldn't like the 2DS. That was a bad design.
Whoever
made that needs to be shot.
Really
it looks
clunky.
terrible.
It looks like a 90s technology, doesn't it? Like something you'd see in like a 90s Disney movie.
I'm playing my 2DS. This is no joke. This is exactly what it looks like.
That was just like, it's like a shit complaint for me that it doesn't fold, but I just hate the fact that it doesn't.
That's a good complaint. It's a bad.
Do you remember the Game Boy SD, the one that actually flipped down?
That was
like
awesome.
a mobile phone.
That was
great.
Great.
So cool.
Except no backlight.
No backlight.
Wait, no, that did have backlight. That was the first one to have a backlight.
Yeah, you could press it.
It was
the Game Boy Advance.
Didn't have backlight.
You actually had to buy like a book light and stick it on.
I did have that. There was like a contraption thing that you put on top of the screen.
And it lit up your screen so you could see. Because they had like Tetris and stuff on there, and then like it was all in black and white still. Because they hadn't figured that fucking thing out yet.
Wait, Game Boy Advance?
No, Game Boy Advance was in color.
Was it? Yeah. Every game
I had
for
a
Game Boy
Advance
was in
That's what Pokemon
black and
Red
white.
Game Boy Color had color. That was the first one that had color. And that was in 96.
I had a see-through Game Boy. I had the purple see-through Game Boy.
That was Game Boy Color.
Was it?
Yeah.
I don't remember shit about Nintendo.
Yeah. Game Boy Color was the first one that had color. Game Boy SP was the first one to
add a
backlight. And Game Boy DS, or no, what do they call that now?
Nintendo DS. It's just Nintendo DS, yeah. That one had backwards compatibility.
Yes, it did.
The first Nintendo DS and every DS after had backwards compatibility.
Nintendo's always been great.
So what's cool is like you can still do that. Like even the 3DS has backwards compatibility. You can still go to like pawn shops and GameStops and get like those little, like the old Game Boy Advance discs.
Except those are now inflated to crazy prices.
Are they?
Yeah, I saw a picture of a couple games for Game Boy Color.
Mhm.
They're like $119 a piece.
Wow.
Fuck.
Yeah, I looked up Crash Bandicoot, the original for PlayStation 1. That's $199.
I think it also kind of matters what game it is, but
yeah,
still, the fact that any...
I know, like, GoldenEye and N64 is super expensive.
Yeah, all of the N64 games are super expensive. If you go on Amazon and try to buy, like, any N64 game, it's like $300 sometimes.
You know what's actually not inflated that I was really surprised? It's the gold edition of Legend of Zelda.
Really?
Yeah, that's not inflated at all.
What's happening?
Keep talking. Shit. He has a bottle right here.
But yeah, with Nintendo, I just really fell out of them because they weren't putting out anything I was interested in.
They're just a bit too loose.
That too, but it was also like the Wii and the Wii U were like the dumbest things to me. They were so dumb.
I liked the Wii because it was back when like that was a new idea. I didn't like the Wii U because it was basically a Wii. It was a Wii.
It had 3 screens.
Did it?
Like certain games, you had like two screens on screen where it would like split two cameras here, and then you'd have the screen in front of you on the bottom on your lap.
I think it was only for certain games.
Yeah,
because
like
Super Mario,
oh
the Super Mario that came out for Wii U, it was the normal Super Mario screen, and you could play like up to 4 players or up to 8 players on it. And go through it, and then the guy on the gamepad was like a game master, like a dungeon master sort of thing. So like he could drop blocks where he would like block players from jumping, or like give them help to jump onto things, or you could put mushrooms or clouds of enemies and stuff like that, and kind of help or damper their way through. So that was a cool idea, but they didn't do anything fucking else with it. So like
the dumbest shit I saw with it that was a big complaint was when they tried to make a new Star Fox game. They made it so everything was on the screen, but your aiming was on your pad. So you had to constantly look up and down. So your aiming was here, and it was in first person, but you look on the screen and it's in third person from your ship, and it's confusing as shit.
Yeah, I think what they literally mean for you to do though is actually hold the gamepad up straight forward the entire time. Because that's the only way it can make sense for you to be able to look at your ship and aim. You had to play like this.
Yeah, which again, it's like actually the Wii U is pretty clunky. Like
that controller's light.
Is it?
It's very light.
Because I've played with some of them and they're pretty heavy. They might have redone them.
I've always picked up and like, wow, I could hold this all day.
Really?
It's as heavy as that Xbox controller.
Yeah, but they were also we and Nintendo announced they were going to redo another Legend of Zelda. It was going to be great, and hasn't come out yet.
No, it's coming on Switch.
It's
a launch title for the Switch.
The Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, that's the new one. Yeah.
Good, because that's been gone. That went radio silent for months. That went radio silent for months.
I don't care because I don't like Legend of Zelda.
I don't either.
So. I never played a Zelda game.
Really?
Neither have I played Ocarina of Time, and I played
just look up the lore.
Twilight Princess. Twilight Princess was really fun, actually. Twilight
Zelda
Princess
is Peach.
I recommend it.
What?
And gets herself kidnapped, and Zelda
You can no,
Link
that's not it.
must
That's not it at all.
find
It's
her
not right. It's not right. No, but
get a sword as a
you can
little
turn
shield,
into a
chuck
dog
Oh.
and like go into the shadow realm and help the Twilight Princess. It's good. It's a good game.
In Harry Potter
You could
3,
turn
the
into a
PC
wolf.
game, you learned a spell, I forget the name of it, but you could turn into a bunny and just kind of hop around.
I think that, I know what you're talking about.
It's disfigurate or
Donde días
transfiguration,
muertos.
or McGonagall, but there was a specific spell, whatever.
Fuck, if you know the spell, comments below.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I've got this week. And next week there'll be more. So.
Did you guys talk about the announcement from Telltale?
Oh, about the Guardians of the Galaxy
I
game.
don't
Yeah.
care though.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't care.
I can so
That's
wait
why
for
I
that.
didn't talk about it. I don't care.
I think Telltale's terrible.
I saw a sale for the Game of Thrones game.
They did the Minecraft.
It was good.
Right?
Yeah.
The Game of Thrones game was good.
They've done any of
Solid.
those.
I just don't like
story-
episodic because it's like I'll play an episode and then a month or more will pass and I forget the fuck happened.
There is something I wanted to talk about that I fucking forgot completely. Is the new Hitman game, the box set's coming out in January, which I wanted it because it was episodic, but
It's
I
only
don't
season
feel like...
one. So
What?
they've confirmed that there's going to be multiple seasons. So once you buy
Oh,
that box
Jesus.
set, it's gonna have season 2 is gonna start coming out.
That's fine. Fucking, I would rather just play it all at once. I didn't like, again, like you, I
So
don't
you're
like
wait
the
like 5
episodic
years
shit.
to get the full
And
game.
so you can get the full, you can get the full shit in January. That's fine. I'll take that. That's fine.
Yeah, but it's gonna leave you on a cliffhanger, and you're like, "Fuck, I guess I'm waiting for season 2."
Like every other goddamn person on the planet who played it.
We have to think about this possibility. If you can play as Rocket Raccoon.
No, but it's Telltale, so
I
you're
don't
not
care.
playing as
You're
Rocket
not.
Raccoon. You're pushing an arrow left, or you're holding something as it spins, or you're pushing an arrow forward,
Oh, is
or
that-
you're waiting,
is
or
that
you're
really
choosing what to
how
say.
All of them are?
That's how
Yeah.
all of them are.
Oh, I thought that was just the shitty Minecraft.
No, they're all like that. They're all
No,
boring and
yeah,
stupid.
that
Literally,
started
yeah.
with
It's like a point. It's like a click adventure game. I don't understand why people like it.
it's an interactive story.
And what your choices
The visual
do
novels,
change
yeah.
shit, right? Is that all of
Mhm.
them?
The most it gets is just walking around
It's a streamer's
looking for
game.
the next
That's what I've
fucking
said. Those games
like,
are for streamers.
bit of story.
I will say, yeah, you said the games are for streamers. They're really good for streaming quality.
Because you make
like,
choices.
Oh,
Yeah, they're good.
Strong
They're good
Sit
story.
on
Like if
screen.
you're a
I'm
big
waiting.
story player as far as video
Put
games
up a
are
Twitter
concerned,
poll
you
for what
like
you guys want to do.
them.
Guys, hurry! The time's running out. Guys,
guys,
remain
please,
silent.
please.
All right, I remain silent for that one as well.
That'd be a funny ass series.
Please.
Waiting for a response. And we're silent again. Okay.
Alright.
Characters like you really don't say much, do you?
I guess not. Whoa.
Ooh.
You said something. But yeah, and then there's a whole lot that's coming
Oh,
out
World's
towards the end
ended.
of November.
You may see one.
What?
It was
Probably.
Korea.
Probably Korea.
Korea won. Let's just
Did
say.
they?
Yeah, they had 3 teams in the finals.
Oh, for League of Legends.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I
Yeah.
thought the world ended and Korea survived.
It was League.
I-
Well,
Also-
yeah.
Will.
Also,
I don't care about.
as
League
we're
of
talking
Legends.
about Korea,
No.
South Korea may have been completely controlled by a group of shamans for the last couple of years.
Is that the good Korea? or
Yeah,
bad
That's the
Korea?
good Korea.
That's a good Korea. Ooh.
Good Korea could have
I
been
think they just wanted to have something for themselves.
the
Like, there's so much talk about North. They
the
can't.
leader of North Korea was caught talking about the shaman who he runs every single thing that he does as a leader. He runs it by the shaman, and whether the shaman says yes or no, he does it.
Wow.
Search, dude. Texas.
That's pretty fucking cool.
It seems like South Korea though is killing it. They've got the best internet, beautiful women,
Sigh.
great food,
Sigh.
and sigh.
Great movies.
Good movies, yeah.
Great movies.
Is it? What movies are
I,
they?
Korean?
Korean Godzilla.
Are those H brothers from Korea?
H brothers.
They made it's like a
Korean
production
Godzilla.
company.
Oh, I'm not sure.
It's like they made what's that first person movie that just came out?
Korean sushi.
Hardcore Henry?
Yes, they produced Hardcore
Ah.
Henry. They produced. I think they did Lucy. Any where he's like one American, and everyone else is Asian. The H brothers. That's like
So
like
they
Black
did
Samurai?
Great Wall with Matt Damon.
yes,
The Great Wall with
they
Matt
did.
Damon.
They did. Ghost in the Shell, I think, might be made by him. That looks actually. Have you seen the trailer? for that?
I've not
Bill.
seen the show, no.
It looks pretty good. No, I've never seen the anime, but it looks pretty good.
Was there a game of it?
No.
We shouldn't be talking about it.
think it might have been a game over.
Okay, cool. I think that game was pretty dope.
I haven't played it or heard of it, so.
Well, we're diving back into the post credits, evidently. But so plug yourselves before we head out.
I'm Alex. You follow me on Pigbits20 on pretty much anything.
What about you?
I'm Brennan. You can follow me on everything at either DevWag, DEV, WAG, or DevWag95. Same spelling with the 95 at the end. The numbers, of course.
Don't forget to
Is there a
follow.
joke there?
No, just bad social.
Brad, do you want to plug yourself since you showed up?
Sure. I'm at Tiger Laser Beams.
Tiger Laser Beam.
I'm at near Mr. Blackwell on most things. Yeah, it's been fun being here. Got a lot of laughs.
And I'm at PNW_bunny at most things. A lot of people forget the underscore, so.
Get that underscore.
And we'll put links to all of our shit down in the description below. You can also do Behind the 1747 on Instagram. We never post there, but there's shit there, so.
We post there. That's when we make things.
Yeah, there's a video of
Ninja
Alex
stuff.
behind the scenes on
All there. We post there every day.
Do you have a specific
Thank you guys.
schedule on your Twitch streaming?
My schedule has been all over the place because I've been sick and I've needed to go to a hospital recently. So.
Follow Bunny for updates.
You could
Yeah, you follow me on Twitter and I'll give
phone
updates.
games.
My computer's back. I can start
Periscope.
streaming again.
Periscope.
PC games from the hospital bed. You'll get like tons of stuff.
Dude, I got my computer back. I can start streaming.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you follow me or him on Twitter, we'll let you know about our schedule.
At Pigbits on Twitch.
Fucking Timmy
Is that
looks
how you
like
do it on
an
Twitch?
Xavier, a Professor Xavier type character.
Timmy!
Bye,
In a
guys.
wheelchair.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm not going to say bye.
Okay.
Never say goodbye.
Hipster.
Never. No.